What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we kick off this Gauntlet Series for the Beats Studio Buds Plus, if I can get it out. Their first opponent will be the TOZO Golden X1s. Now, the Golden X1s have been a surprise to me, so this ought to be a very interesting head-to-head. So without further ado, let's get to it. All right, for those who want to see a price, specs, and app breakdown for each of these earbuds, I'll leave a link in the description below to my unboxing videos for both of these earbuds. That way you can go ahead and check it out or them out and then come on back and join us for this head-to-head. All right, let's go ahead and pull one of each of these out and we'll compare their shape and style. As you see, both of them are of the in-ear style form factor, whereas you can see with the Golden X1s, they do have a very, very tiny stem out of there, so they try to do like almost like a hybrid type of setup, if you will. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna focus on the Beats Studio Buds Plus. I think I have music playing here. Hold on. Is it coming out of this one or is it coming out of this one? All right. Okay. Now back to the Studio Buds Plus. As you can see, still the same form factor from the original Studio Buds. They did not go away from that. Of course, you got the Beats logo here. This is actually a push button here. This is not a touch sensitive area. This is an actual button that you can press in to actuate functionality. I did go with the transparent one. I thought this was cool. Gave me that nothing ear 1/2 sticks stick rather type of feel. I do like the fact that these are nice and ergonomic. They fit in your ear. You get a nice snug fit with them. I got some ear crap in there. I get that taken care of. And then, of course, very light once you have them in and comfortable for long-term use. I just like the way these are designed, similar to the originals. All right, as we take a look at the Golden X1s, these guys with the gloss logo, matte black all the way around. I like the way they're stepping their game up when it comes to design here. Very comfortable. Again, very, very minute stem on here that has your acts as a boom mic for your phone calls and everything. Again, another ergonomic earbud. This one might protrude out a little bit, but really you don't notice it. It's that slight of a protrusion because this portion here sits in the ear, and then once you get that twist and lock in, this barely sticks out over the ear. But again, very comfortable, very lightweight as well. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and put these back in. We'll pull the phone out, and we'll take a look at both of these in the ear. All right, as you can see here, this is a look at the Beats Studio Buds Plus in the ear. As you can see, it doesn't take up a lot of the ear well, but then you do get a good twist and lock form in there. And once you have that in, you get a really good seal. Again, proper ear tip goes a long way rather, and as far as seal for noise canceling as well as sound. So again, very discreet, despite the fact that it sticks out just a little bit where the push button control is on each earbud. And again, very, very comfortable for long-term use, in my opinion. I haven't had any issues with them at all. And here we are with the X1s. Again, very comfortable in the ear. Doesn't take up a lot of the ear well. Also gives you that low profile, just like the Studio Buds Plus. But then again, you have the touch control surface here where the TOZO logo is. That very, very tiny boom mic or stem there. So again, very comfortable in the ear. Proper ear tip makes all the difference when it comes to the seal for both of these. Like I said before, and with the Studio Buds Plus, always make sure you got that proper ear tip in there. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to continue our comparison test, and then we will come back with the sound test. So stay strapped in. This is a mic test with the Beats Studio Buds Plus earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beats Studio Buds Plus earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Beats Studio Buds Plus in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Beats Studio Buds Plus in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in a crowded location. All right, we're doing the ANC test for the Beats Studio Buds Plus. I got plenty of cars moving by, passing back and forth. I'm gonna take you into the app, show you that we are in transparency mode so I can hear all the traffic. We're gonna walk down a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it into noise canceling. All right, noise canceling is turned on, and I have to admit, it got really, really quiet. Now, granted, traffic's kind of slowed down, but I still got all my outside ambient noise from all around me working out. So, as you can see, I just had a car ride past me. I could barely hear that. All right, I have to admit, the ANC is pretty good on these earbuds. All right, definitely. As you see, I got vehicles probably past me. I could barely hear them, which is good because that means I gotta keep my head on a swivel when using these. Again, this is with only ANC software using. I'm not doing any audio. No music is playing in the ears. I'm just using the strength of the ANC software in the earbuds. So again, this is the ANC test for the Beats Studio Buds Plus. Definitely some of the best ANC out there. All right, we have the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds in the ears. As you can see, right now they're in transparency mode. Let me pull up the app. And you can see we're in transparency mode. Now, granted, there are different settings, noise canceling settings for these earbuds on the app, which I think is impressive. But we're only going to deal with noise canceling and transparency. Like you see, I got traffic coming down the block. So I got some good ambient sound. So we're going to go ahead and jump into noise canceling mode. See how they do. All right, noise canceling is on. Now with the transparency mode, I was able to hear a good bit of the noise of the sounds from the vehicles and everything going by. Now the noise canceling is turned on. I could barely hear it. Some does leak through. I got a little wind. I can't hear that go through, but I could barely hear some of the vehicles drive past. So it's an okay ANC technology in these earbuds. What I would say is, I don't know where I would rate them just yet with the other earbuds, but it's okay. Again, this is done with no audio being played. This is strictly the strength of the power, rather, of the ANC technology within these earbuds. Okay, so this has been an ANC test for the TOZO Golden X1 earbuds. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna say. I would say passable, but could definitely use some improvement. All right, we are back in for the sound test. We're gonna start off with the Beats Studio Buds Plus here. Obviously, as we see, we're in the app, and obviously there is no EQ settings to set up on these earbuds. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and jump out of there, and we're gonna go right into our music here. Let me go ahead and jump into our playlist. We're gonna make sure we are our optimal listening level. All right. We are there. I really wish these guys had a EQ built into the app there, Apple. I know you guys really don't want to do that, but at least look into that. All right. Whoops, I jumped in too early there. Let's go ahead. Old money. Let me make sure we're good. I want to make sure that we actually, let me go ahead and put us back in noise canceling. All right, noise canceling is turned on because you know that's how I like to listen to my music. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, nice volume. Very, very clean, very clear vocals. Piano is nice and crisp. Very clean. I'm like, really, at this listening level, it's a nice balance level. I really wish it was maybe a tick louder at this point, but still a really good sound. All right, now we got the background instruments in. Nice soundstage, nice wide, open, very clean sounding. All right, very. I'm really think these are nicely sounding earbuds here. Very clean. All right, and here we come with the chorus here. And this one it gives a little bit more towards the mids and highs, but in my opinion, it feels that way. Even though it has that balanced sound, it just seems like it's supposed to have that balanced sound. Rather, it seems like it gives you a little bit more of the mids and highs, but it still sounds really good in this song. All right, still sounds really good. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get into our bass song. Let's see how they do. All right, started with that nice little sub bass rumble. Sound really good. Good bass. It hits. It doesn't dissipate too fast, but I wish it thumped a little more. Again, no EQ gives you that, but if you do get a nice little bump in, little hit in the sub bass rumble, I just don't. I wish it was just. I think maybe if it was a little louder naturally, that would improve the sound, at least the bass on it. But they sound really good. It just sounds good. I can't take that away. The bass hits and I like it. It hits and it dissipates a little bit, like slowly, and then it comes back. It just sounds really good there. All right, we at the bridge now, and it hits. The vocals all the way were very clean, very clear. But that bass, it's good bass. It's good bass. Very good bass. All right. Excuse me. Allergy season. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go into our final song, Going Home. Here we go. Again, very clean sounding, balanced. I like the way it started off. Okay, lead saxophone's in now, and it sounds nice and crisp. Really good. I like it. Again, I'm at my optimum listening level. Let me go back. So I just wish I didn't. See, now if I went up one more tick, I wish I had that volume level at this level. I think these would have been really good, even better. Again, high note, nice and crisp. Now we got the rest of the band. Soundstage opens up even more. It's a real clean sound. Very nice. Very, very clean sound. All right. I really enjoyed that. That was a nice, uh, relaxing sound to it. Like I said, I just wish the volume was a little louder naturally. All right, so what we want to do now is I'm gonna go ahead and get these swapped out. We're gonna have the X1s in and see what they do with the sound test. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. We got the Golden X1s already paired up in the air. We are in their app right now. We are in transparency mode. That way I'm not yelling. We got old money already queued up. So what we're gonna do is first off, we're gonna go ahead and jump into noise canceling. All right, noise canceling is turned on. I can definitely tell the difference here. So what I did is we're gonna go ahead and go into my sound effects. This is my EQ settings here. I know that the Beat Studio Buds Plus do not have an EQ in their app for the Android phones, but so we had to go on with a sound file right out of the box. That's a tough break for them, but they did sound really good. So I just went ahead and used my own personal settings for the X1s, and let's see how it goes. All right. So I know if I go ahead and just do it right out of the box, make it 1-to-1, I get complaints about that. But let's go ahead and do it with my settings here. So here we go. Old money. Make sure first. Let's make sure we are at our optimal listening level. All right. We are currently at my optimal listening level for these guys. So let's go. All right. Already, vocals nice and clean, clear. Got the echoing detail. Sounds really nice. Really, I want to say as if you're in a concert. All right, now here we go with the. Now we got the background instruments coming in. That nice little sub rumble from the cello. Still, vocals still sound nice and clean, and everything is balanced. Very, very clean sounding. All right, now here we come in. We will come in with the vocals from the chorus. All right, there we go. Sounds really good. Again, wide open sound stage. You feel like you got that sort of concert feel. It sounds really good. All right. It sounds really good there. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and switch over to our bass song. Here we go. Let's get it. Ooh, that sub bass rumble. Oh yeah. Oh, that's bass. Oh my word. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This bass is incredible. All right, here we come with the vocals. Yes, this is how bass should sound. You got that hit, and then it dies down. Oh my goodness! I'm sorry for the dead air. I'm just sitting here just enjoying it. But this is how the bass supposed to hit, rumble through, don't dissipate too soon. Very clean. Here we go with the bridge. Oh yeah. Again, we're using my own personalized EQ settings. That's what they look like. All right, so here we go. All right, that's what they look like there. Go ahead and if you want, go ahead and try and use that. Let me know what you think in the comments. All right, so here we go with the final song, "Going Home." All right, here we go. All right, again, overall volume louder. I'm thinking maybe that's because of the EQ. being able to manipulate the mids and highs. Again, here we go with the lead saxophone. Very crisp. Still sounds really good. Oh man, I love it. Tozo has really done something here. They really coming out swinging. All right, nice, clean. Here's a high note. Nice and clean, nice and crisp. I like it. Now we got the rest of the band. Wide soundstage widens out. Very balanced sound on both sides of my ears, so it feels like I'm immersed in the song. It just sounds really good. Now I just love it. All right, okay, really really good sounding earbud. Oh, that just sounds so good. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff cleaned up, and then I'm gonna come back with my final thoughts between these two. Episode 1 of the Gauntlet Series for the Beat Studio Plus. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in with my final thoughts on episode 1 of the Gauntlet Series for the Beat Studio Buds Plus and their first opponent, the TOZO Golden X1s. And I had to, this was a really good head to head. I got everything I wanted out of this one. So let's go ahead and break it down. First, I will start off with the Studio Buzz Plus. Great sound, nice clarity in the first song. You got the nice wide sound stage, balanced with the string instruments. Very little sub bass from the cello in there, but you definitely could recognize it and pick it up. And then once the chorus came in, very bad. You got that almost like that spatial audio feel. It filled up both earbuds. You felt like you were right there at the concert event. Very clean, very crisp sounding vocals. Uh, Again, I just one thing I wish is that they did have an EQ in the app, and I wish these were just maybe one tick louder naturally. All right, moving on to our second song, our bass song. The bass hit, and it got you a nice little rumble. Again, I wish they were a little naturally louder. I think that rumble would have went a little bit longer. It didn't dissipate all of a sudden, but you could definitely, it definitely faded out before I wanted it to. Even though I said it didn't go too. It wasn't like hit and quit. It hit the sub bass. You got a little rumble in. I wish it was a little bit longer, but I think at a louder volume, at a higher volume level, you will get that specific dissipation that I'm looking for. Like I said, that's why I wish these guys were naturally just a little bit louder. Again, with the vocals though, very clean, very crisp, very clear, balanced sound all the way around. So it really sound good. It's just that one downfall with the volume. Again, then moving on to our last song, Going Home. Again, you got the nice little sub bass rumble, not as powerful as I'd like it. Again, goes to the volume thing. And then, of course, the lead saxophone was nice and crisp. You got good sound, balanced sound from the instruments, from the background instruments, the drums, and everyone else in there. Again, it was just a really, really good sound altogether. And then when that, it was a nice, crisp, high note on the lead saxophone. Very, very pleasant to listen to for like if you were an easy listener and everything like that. They were very, very good. All right, now let's go move over to the X1s. Now in the first song, based on my EQ settings on, they were first of all they were naturally louder than the Beat Studio Buzz Plus. All right, they just were loud, a little brighter. Nice, clean vocals, if I could talk. Very clear. Again, nice sound stage and everything. When you broke into the string instruments, it got wider. They were also very clear and balanced. You did get that more of a powerful sub bass from the cello with these guys. Again, with the EQ, you're able to fine tune that type these things. But again, very very nice, good sound. And then when the chorus came in with the vocals, you got that nice wide sound stage. You got that concert feel where you had music, just vocals, and just everything all around you. It was a great experience. And then moving on to our second song, our bass heavy song, Gosh. All I got to say is the bass was phenomenal in these. It hit. It gave you that sub bass rumble. It didn't dissipate. You just boom and it just rippled through, and then it hit again and rippled through. It sounds so good, and of course, the vocals and everything like that did not take a backseat. They were nice and balanced as well. Just a really good sounding, just really good sound coming out of these guys. Again, I attribute that to having the equalizer and being able to fine tune that sound. Okay, then going into our third song, Going Home, you got the still same rumble with that bass and sub bass from the keyboard, a brighter sound. I might have wanted it's nice, clean, clear, but I might want to have adjusted the bass. I might have want to turn down the bass on that one, on that song in particular, because it seemed like, let me fix that. It seemed like the bass at the beginning was kind of overpowering the other portions of the song, but once the song got going and the lead saxophone came in, the bass naturally took a back seat slightly to where it was more balanced with everything else. Me personally, I probably more likely would have turned down the volume on the bass, rather, on the equalizer, maybe a notch or two, just so it sound really, really good through the entire song from start to finish. But they did sound fantastic. The high note was nice and crisp. Wide soundstage once the band really got going and got behind Kenny G on that. It just sounded really, really good. All right, so with that being said, which earbud would I take if I had to choose just one based on sound alone? Now, I do. You always start. Let me start. Let me back up. I'm getting excited. You always got to take into consideration clarity of vocals, clarity of sound, as far as when you got, like I said, when you got vocals, you got background vocals, and everything, crispness of the instruments and everything like that. Like I said, I am no audiophile, but I am a bass head. I love my bass, but I like a balance. I like my bass, but I also like clean, crisp, clear vocals and a nice wide soundstage. Okay, so now which one would I go with? Saying that and basing this strictly on sound alone, I will go with the X1s on this one. I would definitely go with them. Reason being is I can get the bass I want, but I also have the EQ to fine tune them to get the clarity I want when it comes to the vocals in the mids and highs. All right, that would be the reason why I would pick the TOZO Golden X1s over the Studio Buds Plus. A lot of people I know would say, "Well, you ain't using an iPhone with these." Well, these work with the iPhone just as good, but they're generated. They're made to also work with the Android phones. Now, I wish that Apple Beats or whoever, Apple rather, they would include an EQ in the app for these earbuds. I know they don't have an EQ for the AirPods Pro second gen or any of the AirPods for that matter, because they rely on their own own customized tuning. I wish they would give you that liberty with these guys. I know you can go out and get third-party apps with EQs and everything like that you can go ahead and utilize that with these. But I want it straight from the manufacturer. That way, it's tuned to these earbuds and not a third party one that's just more of a template or one size fits all type of deal there. But again, my choice for the day on this one would be the TOZO Golden X1s. These guys sound phenomenal, and I have a graphic EQ where I can fine tune them and get what I want out of them. All right, so this has been chapter 1 of the Gauntlet Series for the Beat Studio Buds Plus. It was a good head-to-head. They are great earbuds, but they fall short in this one. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to join me as I continue this Gauntlet Series and others I got coming up, unboxings, updates, everything of that nature, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe button, rather. And then hit the notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this and others are released. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for coming out, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.